This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
Let's go now. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Willis now to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump.
And he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kick is good. Next to score, Chargers.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 22 yards for pickup there. And the Chargers have the first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. A good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of this, giving his big tight end a shot.
They get 20 on the connection. First down, L.A.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Donald Parham. Touchdown Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Now Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Willis. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Pistol snap to Willis. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Willis to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
In trouble, and down he goes.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
That's going to be caught. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
To throw, here's Willis. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Willis now to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions. And so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave?
And he'll take it on in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Bears. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Makes the score Bears 14, Chargers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Willis. He's got Parham, his tight end. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get it.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Bears have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Willis. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
14, Chargers 7.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Past midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look up.
That one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Willis. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where you're hot.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chicago. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is up and through, and the Bears will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run. It's Ingram. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this will be incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down. So, first and 10 now from the 30. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up with... If you're a Freeway fan, we're just Ps5, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air to open this one up. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Willis now to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's in.
Opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it's still... Now, how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Out of bounds inside the 30. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now Willis. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
To throw is Willis. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Willis to throw. That one, take it in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Packers. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have a...
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds, and really a head-scratcher there. They try the fake on the extra point, and they get nothing to show for it. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oh, trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, Mike, once again, this drop...
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And the Packers will take over possession. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Lays out left side and gets it.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Willis now. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Hey, check that.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He puts everything behind. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Green Bay. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Logan Cook on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Taken right at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Willis to throw it. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. on. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Packers bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. And